Hi everyone, it's Lillian here, and I'm so glad you're joining me tonight. It's Monday evening, it's January 3rd, 2022. It's a chilly evening here tonight. I so enjoyed yesterday when we could have some time to be outside, but today it's snowy, blustery, and a good day to be inside crafting. So thank you for joining me, and tomorrow is a big day. Tomorrow, the new mini catalog, the January to June one, and the celebration brochure all go live. So I know many of you have been seeing sneak peeks, and I've been sharing sneak peeks, and I'm going to share another one tonight. So let's go down to my desk and see what I have. All right, here we go. First off on my desk is this catalog right here, and it is here for the very reason that it is about to end. It's just hours away from ending. So if there is something that was in here that you really kind of wanted, you have to order it before midnight tonight. So make sure you catch that and just be aware. So let's take that away. And these are the two things that are causing all the excitement. The celebration one here, and I can't show the inside till tomorrow, but definitely will be showing you some things that are in it. And the same goes for this gorgeous one here. I love the cover, and the inside is every bit as wonderful. And I will try to remember to show you these things tonight because they are pretty special. So tonight is going to be a sneak peek, but just before we get started with that, I wanted to share that I have a class coming up called Rainbow of Happiness class. I advertised it with my newsletter yesterday. It's also on my Facebook pages. So I hope that, for some reason, I'm not coming up here. There we go. So check it out. What it is the bundle we're using tonight. The class features 4 different cards using that bundle. Plus, for the first 5 that register, there's an extra project that is a little bit over and above. It's a 3D project, and you'll get all the supplies and instructions for that too. So do check with me on that. The other thing is that Stampin' Staycation is, everybody's getting excited. The excitement is right up there right now. So a lot of you are finished with Christmas, finished with the holidays, and you're ready to have some stamping fun that's new and different, and it's just for you. This is perfect. It's an online retreat that you can take wherever you are and use your own products and just be inspired. It is just a lot of fun. So if some of you have been to Stampin' Staycation before, let us know that you've been there and how it went for you. But that would be fabulous. So I will share that link as well. Remember, if you are shopping from my online store, you go to my website and then click on Shop Now. And this is the current hostess codes. I know I've had some people submit orders already. Now, the sneak peek is what it's all about tonight. And last week, you had a sneak peek of what I'm liking, and it was the little ladybug. And I entered everybody's name who left a comment, and Catherine B, you will be receiving this card in the mail. So thank you so much, and we will put that to the side. So the same thing goes for tonight. Leave a comment, and you will somebody will receive tonight's card in the mail. It will be, again, a a random drawing. So what I'm going to feature tonight is another What I'm Liking product. It is called the Rainbow of Happiness, and it's this great stamp set here. So there's these little things. You can build your own rainbows. These little arches will also fit in here, or you can, I don't know if you realize that I've got the colors of the rainbow here so that I have them for ready reference. But you can pull these gently and mount them on a block, and do it this way too. Who got the ladybug card, Judy? That was Catherine B. So I don't know if she's on here. She's usually here tonight. So there's just a little hint about curved stamps. You can straighten them out. So what comes with this is this great die set as well. So with the die set, sometimes it's easier to see when I do something like this. So this is what the die is, and then this is what comes out. So you could use either the positive or the negative here. The same with these two here. There is this lovely border and this one here. A lot of little clouds. This lovely little arch here. And then this is what comes out of here. So you could make a little mini rainbow as well. After I show you tonight's card, I'm going to show you a few other, well, maybe I'll do it now. Let's do a little side trip here. So let's put this to the side and bring in something from Celebration that totally coordinates with it. And it is the Sunshine and Rainbows 6x6 cards, our designer series paper, and it has all of these colors in it. So let me just, I know I've shown these before, but I just want to show them again because there are 12 different designs. They're double-sided. So hi everybody, so good to see everybody coming on and saying hi to each other. That's so exciting. I love how we're kind of like a family here, right? So I wanted to show, here's a little rainbow die, and look what happens. It fits perfectly on here. So you could do one of two things. You could cut out those colored strips like that, or, now where did I put? You could make a card. So cut this out and then just tuck this in behind, and you've got an instant rainbow there. Isn't that fun? I just love it. I'm loving the colors too. So that's one little tip about that. Then we've got this on the back. Here's another one, and one of the things in the mini catalog is this great cloud punch. And look at what happens. It matches the designer paper from Celebration perfectly. So you could have perfect little clouds there. So again, coordination, Stampin' Up! Just nails it every time. So rainbows, and those are dots, designs, more rainbows, sunbursts, just fabulous designs. So this all fits together, and if you sign up for the Rainbow of Happiness class and you sign up for option B, you could easily choose this, because the Rainbow of Happiness bundle is $60.25 in Canada. And what do you have to spend to get a free Celebration item? $60. So you will have earned a Celebration item from the $60 slot there. So just a little for your information kind of thing. So what I did, this is the card we're going to make tonight. So Roz, you've been playing with the bundle? Oh, yes, it is so cheerful. I was playing on the weekend too, and some of you saw the picture of my desk or my disaster zone, but I was having so much fun. I'm going to show how to use this bundle in a little different way. Pardon me. What I did is I took this big die right here and I cut it out. I keep these things in a clear envelope. Pardon me, I need to have a drink. Got a tickle here. Our air is so dry right now. So I've cut it out and I'm going to use it as a mask. And some of you might be saying, what is a mask? Well, I'm going to tell you in a minute. We sell masks in the catalog. In the annual catalog, we've got some like this. Those polka dots would look great with the ladybug, wouldn't they? And some of these. And we had some in the mini that's retiring tonight. And then there's some really neat kind of layering masks that are going to be in the new mini. So just a heads up about that. So keep your eyes open up with that. So I'm going to bring in this. It's just from vellum. When you're making your own mask, you want to keep it very thin. So I've got a piece of vellum, and let's just look at, okay, so here we go. What we're using for our card. We're going to use thick basic white, 5.5 by 8.5, scored at 4 1/4. So our basic card layer. So we'll just do that right now and burnish the fold. Then we're going to use Shimmery White. So Shimmery White, that's 3 3/4 by 5. Now Shimmery White has all that sparkle. I don't know if you can see it on video there, but it is nice and sparkly, but it is not quite the same white as this. So it's always nice to add a layer. So I'm going to add Flirty Flamingo, and I'm making mine just 1/8 of an inch bigger. Now, if you don't like those eighths, you could make it 1/4 inch bigger. So mine is going to be 3 7/8 by 5 1/8, but you could definitely make it 4 by 5 1/4 if that. So it's going to layer like that with the very narrow border, and we're going to do everything on this piece. So I'll put that to the side for now and just show you some of the other things. Then we're going to use some different scraps of paper. This is Flirty Flamingo, so I punched it out with that cloud punch that I showed you, and then I ran it through an embossing folder to give it some texture. And then I punched another one out of vellum like that. And, oh, you like it, Judy? Oh, I'm so glad. And I punched another one out of this. Now, this is another sneak peek. It is called the supple shimmer paper, and it comes in 2 colors. Let me just show it to you. So it comes in the pink that I was just sharing with you. And Marilyn and Joanne and I were trying to figure out the different colors that go with this. So I've got a little bit of, this just might help. So, Blushing Bride, Flirty Flamingo, Polished Pink, Melon Mambo. So it's a general pink that kind of picks up the ones that you have it with. So there's some of the colors there. Now, this one is, some people call this blue. Some people call it green, just like Pool Party. I always call it blue, but other people are adamant it's green. So this shimmer paper plays much the same trick, and again, it will pick up the color it's around. So that's what it looks like with Pool Party, Coastal Cabana, Bermuda Bay. So there you go, like that. Now this is quite light color, so it would be easy to color as well. I think you could add color to this very, very easily. So I have used this on some cards as well. So that is some shimmer paper that's going to be in tomorrow's catalog, but we're going to use the pink one from it, and we might as well just punch right now and get that one ready. There we go. So we've got that ready. So now let's talk about this technique. How did I get the rainbows on here? Now you can do the rainbows with the different size ones. I just chose the bigger one. So we want to fasten our paper down in some way. Paper that we're going to work on. I'm using scrap paper here. So I'm just going to put a bit of seal on it, and then I'm going to pull my sweater down and tap it on my sweater and take some of the sticky off. Usually I do it on my jeans, but you can see there, it's getting some of the sticky off. So now it's just tacky. It's just going to hold it in place like that. And then I'm going to put this over top. Now, a second reason I like to use vellum, not just because it's so thin, is I can see through and really see my placement. And I want it to go off, just slightly off the bottom and just slightly off the edge, so that the rainbow looks like it's continuing. That's my goal there. So I'm going to bring in some either Post-it note or this is, you could use washi tape or whatever, just to hold it in place like that. And there we go. And now I'm going to bring in my blending brush, and I chose 4 different sort of shades of pink. So the lightest is Blushing Bride. So we'll start with that, and then I will gradually bring the rest up because there's just not room on my desk. So we're going to use the blending brush. You could use the sponge daubers or whatever, but you could, and now I'm starting on my vellum and coming in, and I have to watch my fingers and just hold that center one down because it's so thin. I'm not getting too uptight if it goes over, because the next color will cover it up. It's going to be that much darker. I'm starting with my lightest for a couple of reasons. For that reason, whoops, hold that down, that it will cover up with the next color, but also I don't have to clean my blending brush so much then, right? So I'm just going to take a little peek. And yes, I'm getting good coverage there. I'm going to add just a little bit more like that. I should have one more piece of tape there. I can see that. I think I'm at the end. There we go. I'm going to hold that down right there. There, that's going to solve that problem. And there we go. Remember, our blending brushes come 3 to a package, and I've just gradually built them up so that I have a pink one, and you just clean it like that, and then you can go on to your next color. So the technique here is using a mask and making your own mask from your dies. So now I'm using Flirty Flamingo, which is just a little bit darker, and I'm going to go here, and again, I'm not going to sweat going over the edges, because rainbows, they kind of go over the edges, right? The colors blend into each other a little bit. So there we go. Now some of you have, I know, have been seeing some different samples of new things coming when on the webs, different websites and that kind of thing. I've heard you're chatting about it. So I'm curious as I'm doing this, what are some things that you're liking? I've been sharing what I'm liking, but what are some things you're liking that that are coming either in the celebration brochure or in the mini catalog? Next, I'm bringing in Polished Peach. So what did I call it? Polished Pink. Polished Pink. I think I called it Peach. So what are some things you're looking at, you really like, you'd like to own if it was possible, that kind of thing? What are some things? Now you see that the other thing when you're doing a mask is often it doesn't look like you're getting much ink on, and I will usually take a little peek, but it's just going to be a bit of a challenge here. I'll take a peek at the end to see if I need to add a little bit more, but you can see how it's starting to gradually gain in intensity there. So that's Lynn's excited about the hedgehog. Oh yeah, that's so cute. I just love it. Yeah. All right. Roz says there's not much you don't like about. I know, and what I think maybe I could live without now. I'm changing my mind. So yeah, I like pretty much everything too, and I love again how it all coordinates. And there's celebration. There's just so much fun. So now I've brought in Melon Mambo. So this is my darkest. Oh, I got it really dark there. So I guess I better make it dark all over. The other thing about rainbows, it's not all uniform, right? And this technique is not all uniform, and that's part of I think the neatness of it. So I'm going to close this up so I don't put anything in it, and I'm going to take a little peek, but I have a feeling it's going to be just fine. There, see the peak? Yeah, it's going to be just fine. So I'm going to peel it off. Now, if I was putting this away, I would wipe it off just with a rag or something. It doesn't have to be wet, just because vellum, ink on vellum doesn't dry very quickly, and you wouldn't want to smudge something else. And then I keep these and use them over and over again. So I put them back in a clear envelope with my dies. And here are some other, like I have been using this one here as one, and this one here as one, so I keep that. And then I've tucked in there with the cloud punch, because this would make great clouds as well. So keep them all together. Somebody said their son has hedgehog as pets. Oh, how perfect is that set for you then? Now, because I made this just tacky, I can peel it off and we're good to go. So we'll get rid of that, and we'll bring in this, my silicone mat. Now on this one here, I took the little hearts that are in the stamp set, and I randomly stamped over top of the rainbow. So there's hearts, there's these little like a rain puddle kind of thing, raindrops, and little dots. So maybe, I don't know, I shouldn't mess with what I've done. I'll stick with the hearts just like that, and we will go like that. What I was thinking was maybe the raindrops, but no, we'll do it this way. And just going to bring that paper back in just for a moment, because I want to stamp things off. And I'm going to use the Flirty Flamingo. It's just seems to fit in, but I'm going to stamp it off once and then just randomly add it here, there, and everywhere. Maybe I'll do a dark one there. You know me and my random stamping, sometimes I don't know when to stop. I think I better stop there. So there we go, just like that. And then we're going to bring in our clouds. So we've got our 3 clouds, and you're saying, well, you didn't put a greeting on this one, Lily. I decided I didn't want to put a greeting on this, that I will save it for whatever, because this could work for so many different occasions. So I've got this cloud, and I'm going to put it, oh, right about there. Now I want to put this, the vellum, maybe about here, but I don't want the adhesive to show, so I am planning here. So I'm going to keep my adhesive down here, and this is going to cover it up. So I'm going to put the adhesive on here and stick it to this piece. Whoops, let's move the card out of the way and use the silicone mat. The Dutch Sweet, oh yeah, it is beautiful, Roz. It's one of those mega sweets, so it's got 2 bundles with it, and well, it's just gorgeous. There, go like that. So what I usually do with vellum is I build my layers on top of my vellum first, and then I can add adhesive to the back. I know exactly where to add it. So that I've got that, so it's going to stick on here, and then I'm going to put some dimensionals down at the bottom here. And, oh, we'll do it. Oh, let's see. Maybe about like that. There we go. So now we'll add some adhesive to the back of this and add it to our layers. You didn't give this one too much. Oh, don't you love it when somebody does that to you? I'm so glad that I can be obliging, Sue, and introduce you to this one. I have been having so much fun with it. It is, and it works great for kids' cards, birthday cards, anniversary cards, Valentine's. Like I was thinking, instead of clouds here, we could have done the little hearts from the Sweet Talk designer paper. There we go. Now we'll add that layer to the card. Now I could put it on dimensionals. I'm just going to put it flat for tonight. There we go. And add it onto there. And then last but not least, we are going to bring in these iridescent rhinestones. These are beautiful. They come in 3 sizes, the small, the medium, and the large. And we're going to just scatter some of these as well. So let's see here. We'll put a large one down here and a small one up here. And here we go. We'll put another one. Whoops, I think I missed the medium size one. There we go. There we go. Sometimes I like to put them right on the clouds, but it would be difficult to stick to the shimmer there. So that is the card that we made tonight using the Rainbow of Happiness. Now on this card here, I just added a few more hearts inside, and then when I do my stamping, it's going to stamp over top of that. So what's this? This is reminding me of what colors I used and that kind of thing. Oh, thank you for the hearts. That's excellent. All right. Okay, so this is the card we made tonight. This card was inspired by a demonstrator. I was in a swap for the new catalog, and this was done by another demonstrator. Now, she used these different tones here and the clouds down here. So just a slightly different look. And look at the little butterfly here. Those are the brass butterflies, and they are the neatest embellishment. They are really flat, so they will mail beautifully. They come in the 2 sizes, and they're very lightweight, but they're brass. So they add just that extra special touch to whatever project you're working on. So I was telling you that I was having some fun with the rainbows. So let me just share a few more. This one I shared a while back. So again, it's using the same die, but I cut it out of the rainbow glimmer paper. I embossed this a bit and then used playing with dots, I think, here. So there's that one there. Here's one where I used the stamps and created the rainbows here, and then the basic borders die also makes great clouds, so that works well with it as well. And I used some of that Celebration paper there. So also cased from Celebration. So on page, I think it's 8, I cased this card. I did add an extra layer, but just using the paper, the punch with the clouds that you can punch out, and so there's just a little bit of fun there. And here's that butterfly back again. And so the die has 4 different clouds in it. And so there's having some fun there. And here's a card where I used, where's the designer paper? I used one of these in the background and just put the die over top. So just fun for like that. So there's just a few ideas. My brain is exploding with ideas, so I think I need to move on to another what I'm liking. But I did want to share these with you, and I'm so glad you joined me tonight. Somebody's saying stay warm. Yes, it is so cold here and has been for a while. So just don't know. We just have to go with it, right? It's great crafting weather. So stay warm. I was just thinking today as I was putting on layer upon layer of clothes that makes sort of like doing cards. You just start adding layer upon layer, right? So thank you so much for joining me. Remember, stay tuned. The mini catalog goes live tomorrow. I can share the pictures from the inside. If you're watching this on YouTube, thank you so much. Give me that thumbs up or hit that subscribe button, and that really helps me a lot too. And somebody next week will be receiving this card. So thank you so much, everyone. Stay warm. Take care. Bye-bye.